Hola a todos y acá, bueno, me encuentro en este momento, en este preciso momento, con alguien que he soñado, una de las tantas personas que he soñado tener acá al lado mío, pero bueno, la tengo en cámara. Se inició en la banda cristiana Whiteheart y después junto a su hermano Dan, junto a Alan Pascua y a Mike Vigniedello, creo que lo dije bien, hoy es el único miembro de Giant que ha estado en todas sus formaciones y también cuenta hoy con el apoyo obviamente de Mike que sigue en la banda y Dan, y bueno, también está John que es guitarrista de Winger, así que tenemos a alguien que reside hace muchos años en Nashville, grabó decenas de discos con todos sus grupos, es baterista y productor y él es David Huff. David, how
Yeah,
are you doing?
I'm doing good. Whatever you just said, I agree with all of it.
Yes, yes.
I'm doing
I,
great,
I,
man. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, bud.
I
I'm doing
said you work as a table dancer.
yeah, that's all I do. I'm very successful.
So tell me, what are you doing? What are you currently doing those days?
Yeah, man. I mean, I produce a lot of records, in Nashville, Tennessee, but not just Nashville artists. I work with artists all over the world, like from Dubai to Japan, and Nashville's an interesting place right now because um, since the pandemic, um, I work with, like I said, all around the world, and most people they want to come to Nashville for some reason. I guess it's it's a very energetic musical town, right? Obviously, but everybody wants to come here. So I've been working on a lot of different kind of records, pop, R&B, country, and stuff all over.
How do you deal? I mean, what is the most challenging things that you are facing working like this on different styles?
Well, logistics sometimes are an issue, but with Zoom, there's a lot of technology now. Audio Movers makes a great plug-in that you can hear in pretty much real time. Audio Movers, that's a plug for you guys. You better send me some free gear. But yeah, you can with technology. I mean, it lessens some of the stuff. I like to be in person with artists personally. I like working in the room with them. Sometimes when that's not there, that's more challenging because I deal with the feel and just energy of people. You know what I'm saying? In music's
Yeah.
all about the feel and energy to me. And so that I guess that's the biggest challenge, you know.
Well, other probably I don't know if I can call it challenge, but when usually sometimes you play live or you just focusing in recording only.
Uh Man, I haven't played live in a while. We did a thing with in Nashville. A buddy of ours who lost his house in a fire. We heard he was doing they were doing a benefit to help him, get back on his feet. And Dan and I and Mike Brignadello we did three songs, and it was down in downtown Nashville. We did three giant songs. We hadn't done that in, oh my gosh, 25 years, 20 years. But I mean, I don't really play live a lot. No, I mean
Yeah.
it's very busy schedule in the studio, and this is kind of, that's, I love it personally. I can't complain. I miss some live stuff, yeah, but
There's any barriers with the religion with you, or it's just you
it
know
was at that again, Lucas. Sorry.
there's any barrier, there's any challenge working with people that are secular people?
No, I mean, no, I mean, I worked on secular records since I've been 17. No, what we started playing on records when we were in high school. So I graduated at 17. So in ninth grade, I must have been 15, 14, 15. That's when Dan and I started playing on records in Nashville. So we've worked on, you name it, we've worked on their records. We worked with Megadeth. We've worked with, I work, you name the pop artists, Kenny Loggins. No, man, I love everybody, man.
Oh, nice, nice.
Like, no, I'm not one of those guys that I don't judge people, and I treat everybody the same. I don't care, if what color you are, what do you believe, what you don't believe. Music is the international language to me, and it crosses any barrier as far as I'm concerned. It's the great international language to me.
That's
A lot of
beautiful.
love in music, man. A lot of love in music, and if you're a happy person, I mean, even if you're working with a guy who's really negative or a girl who's really negative, I mean, I try not to let that influenced me. I try to try to be
Yes.
a light to some people,
Yeah, yeah. I'm just curious. One of the guys that I wanted to interview are the Elefanti brothers. Have you ever thought in doing something with them as brothers to brothers?
No, not really. I mean, that's funny. Yes, John and Dino are really good friends. I love those guys. They're crazy. Uh, we worked with them a long time ago, but they're good. They're good cats. We did. They're very influential in a lot of different things. So I mean, matter of fact, John built a house, and I loved the house so much that he showed me the ins and outs of it, and I built the same house.
No
I built the
kidding.
same house a year later. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was a mentor, in the real estate kind of the building world. I built before, but not, like not really real custom house. He walked me through it. It was awesome. But
Nice.
they're good guys. They're really good guys.
I like your background talking about building and
Oh yeah,
decoration. I tried to get there someday.
it's not it's not a facade. It's real.
It's yeah, I know. Do you collect? I see you have some frames, and do you collect something?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have all the plaques that I work on. I mean, it's. I mean, I've done this for a long, long, long time. But yeah, I mean, some of them are special. I love everybody who I work with. I got relationships for 30 some odd years in this business, man. That's what I love about this music industry. There's so many great relationships that are just lifelong friends. Not all of them, but there's a handful of great people, and yeah, I mean, I like it. I like, some of
But
they
anything else other than frames? There's anything you collect?
oh,
Any
I collect, drums. Yeah.
oh, drums?
I've done records all over the world. I mean, like I literally went to South Africa and made a record, and it was produced a record, and I collected a bunch of drums from there. I've got some stuff. They're in here. I mean, I've got drums. I've got some drums over there, like some snares that are really
I see.
special, and from just all of them have different stories.
You have friends there that maybe they can go in my wall.
Yeah. Wait, if you want some, I'll
It's
send them.
empty. It's empty. I have a space in the middle.
I have guitars on this side. I mean, I don't know if you
Guitar?
can see,
Oh my
not like
gosh.
my guitars up here and
Ah, beautiful.
plaques everywhere. So like so I mean, this is just like it's a music room. This
Well,
is like our little
if,
sanctuary.
if we brag, I'm gonna brag my collection of giant. All the giant things that I
Oh man.
have. Yeah. Actually, I do that on every interview. Tell me, what are your plans for the end of the year, 2025? You're gonna be
Yeah.
working,
Well,
right?
Dan and I are brothers. Dan Huff, is obviously in Giant, and we're brothers, and we are like inseparable kind of guys. We're best friends, and we've been in many bands together. We before we were in music, we did sports together, and we've traveled the world. We formed a record label called Huffco and Entertainment, and we're producing records now in for our label, and we still do records for major labels and stuff. But this is our label that we did a joint venture with a company called 1RPM, and this worldwide company, and we love working with them, and this is kind of our way of finding some artists that we really like, and we sign them, and we produce them, and
Oh,
it's
nice.
it's been. So we just formed that. It just kind of all came together at the end of the year in December. So we really just started in January. So we're getting ready to go in with some artists, and we just got about 4 or 5 already getting inked, and so we're excited about that. We do a lot of creative work to get that point. So we'll be busy doing that.
I see. I see.
That's how
Nice.
we don't know. Hey, Lucas, we don't know much. We just all we do is music. So we may not be that interesting people, but we sure damn well love music. I can tell you that much right
Yeah,
now.
I can see, and whatever. So far, what I heard, what I listened from you, it was good. It was great.
Oh,
I really enjoy it. The creation, the creativity.
oh,
You
thank
know what?
you.
I'm willing to give a leap of faith here, and in base, I have some savings. Okay, and maybe I have an idea. It's a
Okay.
crazy idea, but maybe I can invest in the band and bring Alan and Dan to the band and follow me.
Oh,
My
yeah.
idea is call it David Huff and the Giants.
Hey, it's funny that you say that because I met David
Oh yeah.
in the Giants. Yeah, there's I don't know how much confusion there was because whatever, but he's actually a really cool guy. He has brothers and stuff, and every once in a while people will go like, "Hey, you're David Huff in the Christian band David and Giants." I'm like, "Well, no, I know those guys. They're really sweet guys. No, I'm in David Huff in the band Giant. So, but I like the title David Huff and the band Giant. It
Yeah,
was
you
just
know what? I didn't know about the other David, and it was obviously before doing interviews. And
have you heard of that band, David and the
yeah,
Giants?
yeah, yeah. Well, when
Yeah.
I start researching, and usually before doing interviews, I do some research, even though I know
Mhm.
about your band. And I found the other David. I was like, it doesn't look like the guy that I'm going
No,
to
no,
interview. And
no, no.
then I dig some more. Obviously, it was another person. And the funny thing is about also the Giants. So
Yeah.
that is why I came with
No,
this.
it's yeah, David and the Giants, it is a Christian band.
Also,
I don't know a lot about him, but I know David is a really sweet guy. He's got a couple brothers, Rayburn and Claiborne, which are twins, which is crazy. Um, and yeah, I've seen stuff in print like, yeah, you got twin brothers. I'm no, no. I have two brothers. They're not, and we're
but
none of us are twins, but
not even family, right? I mean, same last name, but not even
no.
related.
Well, his name is Huff, David Huff, I
Yeah,
think. Yeah, Huff. Yeah,
yeah. But
I'm pretty sure.
anyway,
Pretty wild, right? But go figure.
yeah,
Go figure, man.
yeah. What happened with your ancestors?
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to know.
No, I don't. We don't need to know. We don't need to
Well,
know.
David, anything else you want to say to your people, your fans worldwide in Argentina, Latin America?
Well, I mean, I don't. Do I have any fans? I mean, look. I can tell you this. We were talking earlier. Man, I would love to come to Argentina. I've worked in the Latin American market. Before Giant, how do you say it? The Batera? Is that drummer?
Pantera?
Bentera, the
Okay.
drummer, right? In Spanish,
Oh, no, baterista.
baterista. Okay. I played drums on a lot of Spanish records.
Oh, batería, which is from
Bateria, yeah, yeah. I
batería.
played drums on a lot of records in Spanish in the Spanish world, and then I worked with the Spanish market with the Los Angeles Lakers, a big basketball team, obviously
Oh.
in pro team and ESPN Deportes. So I know all about Latin America. But I've only never been to Argentina. I mean, I would love to.
We gotta take you there, brother.
I would love. So I don't know if we have any fans on there, but if we do,
Well, you have a very strong fan here supporting
uh,
you since I discover, the actually it's funny because my wife is not uh she doesn't know. I mean, she loves music. She doesn't know about music that much as I do, names and everything.
right.
But what is the soft song that I'll leave you- what is the name of the song that is very famous from Giant? The soft
Uh,
the
we had I'll see you in my dreams.
I'll see you in my dreams. I
That
just
one?
forget. It's funny.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
just
hey,
memorize
I'm
in my.
surprised I remembered it. It's been a
Yeah.
long, long time.
Well, the thing is, every time they say Giant, she starts singing that song. I mean, so you have two
Oh,
fans.
hey, that's plenty. That's
Yeah,
good enough for me.
good enough to go to Argentina.
Yeah, man. That when we started Giant, man, that was a great time. We had such a great we have great memories from that. You were talking earlier about touring, and we toured a lot, with Giant, all through Europe, and those are great days, man. We had nothing but great memories, and I mean, I miss some of that because the rock and roll music is not quite the same as it was
No.
back in the 80s and early 90s, how big it was.
You know what? If you have a chance now when we finish, go to YouTube and write on the search, Argentina's wild fans, and see there's a compilation of concerts in Argentina. it doesn't mean that every concert looks like that. But if you
Yeah, yeah.
see, like you work with Megadeth, if you see Megadeth
Just
Wild
massive.
Finds concert, something like that,
Shoo.
you will see all the mass, all the people.
Oh yeah, it's crazy, right?
It's crazy. So if
And
you
the food's great, huh?
oh food, yeah, I can brag about that too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know how it's Nashville, LA. You're gonna find spots. It's like yeah,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
one every 10.
yeah. Well, it's about the same here. I mean, it's just in
Really?
the deep. Yeah, I mean, there's some good places here, but I miss the international
Hmm.
traveling, the food, and I always love that.
I heard Chicago is better, right?
Very, very good. Yeah, I used to live in we used to live in Chicago as young kids for a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't like the weather though. Way too cold.
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
I'm a
no. I gotta
tropic.
go to Nashville. Okay, so whenever I go, give me save some room,
Come on,
a nice
come on.
bed. Okay, comfy.
We have a place. We have plenty of room in our house for you. You come here, you'll be our guest. Come on,
Okay.
anytime. You're welcome. Seriously, I'm being
If you
serious.
convince my wife, I am. You know what? I am a person that I love connections. So, in order to spend more time with my people, I love to stay in their places if it's
Yeah.
possible. My wife is hotel. I want to camp. I want to do camps.
I'm pretty bougie myself. I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah.
I like comfort. Yeah. I don't. I think you're right. We're on the same team. On the same page.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
David, thank you for your time.
Hey, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. If you have any fans out there in Argentina, send us some good places to eat, or invite us down there and we'll come down and visit.
We're gonna work out something. Yeah, yeah. Time is now. I mean, we don't know what happened tomorrow,
Yeah,
so
exactly. I'm with you on that one.
I'm working on that. I'm working on reconnect with people, like I said before the interview, and see what I can do. There's some ideas, crazy ideas, like doing the David Huff and the Giants, and
I like.
but there
Hey,
are
hey,
some.
well, here, hey, check this out. Well, Dan and I have a record label called Huffco. Got any artists in Argentina that want to work with the Huff Brothers?
Yes.
Can you when you edit this, can you put a contact thing in anybody that wants to get produced by the Huffs?
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna text me whatever you are. Yeah,
Absolutely, yeah,
once.
yeah.
Yeah, work with my editor, and we're gonna write. Yeah, yeah. And maybe you can do also a QR,
Done.
which
We'll do
is
it.
it takes like 3 minutes. You go to any website, do a QR, just print screen. You
Yeah.
copy it, you put it as a photo, okay, and it takes like 5 minutes to total. Or I can do it for you. Just
You're way over my pay grade in my head. You're so smart. I'm not. I
I'm
just make music, bro. I don't know anything else in life.
I'm good. I can do it for you, and also, yeah, for just 2 or 3 frames, I can do whatever you want.
You rock.
It's very
You're
good.
bad. You're bad. I like that. I like that so much.
David,
Yeah.
thank you,
Yeah.
brother.
So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you, man.
Take care. Okay.
You too, bud. You too. Ciao.
Ciao.